We had been riding for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I just started passing out.
He just tipped over, and I ran down to him, and I was on my knees with him. I thought he was dead.
And my wife's going, "Oh my God!" And I go, "Okay, I gotta stop." I hopped out and I gave him CPR. The EMTs showed up. They got the paddles out and they shocked you twice. And sure enough, pulse comes back up. You start breathing on your own, and so you were good.
You saved my husband. A week later, we had our 47th anniversary. Okay? We have grown children, we have grandchildren, we have dear friends, and to every single one of the people, what you did made an enormous difference.
Very glad.
Most of us probably know someone who's had a sudden cardiac arrest. 80% of them happen while at home. So if one day you were to witness somebody having a sudden cardiac arrest, would you know what to do? Each year, over 400,000 people in the U.S. suffer sudden cardiac arrest. More than 9,000 are under 18. In most major cities, survival is less than 10%. 59% of people surveyed do not feel confident enough to try to save a life. 24% would call 911 and then wait for the ambulance or a passerby who might know CPR.
You don't need statistics to tell you that CPR saves lives, but what you have to know is that you have to begin it immediately, because for every minute that you delay initiating CPR, mortality increases by 10%. That means after about 10 minutes, there's virtually no chance for survival. If you begin CPR early, the chances of survival double or even triple. In states like New Mexico and communities throughout the country, the survival rate from sudden cardiac arrest out of the hospital is less than 10%, but it doesn't have to be that way. Right now in Seattle, Washington, the survival rate of cardiac arrest is the highest in any place in the world. Why? Because the people in Seattle have made a commitment over the years to train everyone possible to learn to save a life. Be part of this important program in New Mexico so that we can reach the same high standard.
And Ed just gasped, breathed in, and then slouched. Nothing, no breath, no pulse, just got out of the car, ran to the front door and said, "Call 911 and bring the AED." It was just like, I just yelled it. Went back to the passenger side, opened the door, and immediately started chest compressions. A few minutes later, a couple of trainers came out from the gym, and they took over with chest compressions. They worked fast too. They didn't waste a second. Another guy came out with the defibrillator, knew exactly what to do. Here's my husband laying on the ground, but it kicked in. It was like this is what he has to do, and he did it right, so good. But I was making sure, after the training, I thought, I know what I'm supposed to do, and I know what they're supposed to do. He woke up 12 hours later in the hospital.
I've been a personal trainer and a physical trainer for 16 years. We get fully certified every 2 years, so I'm well aware of how quick you have to react and how deliberate you have to be. And because of that, we've saved lives at Sports and Wellness. People have taken aerobics classes on the way out, they've collapsed, and myself or other trainers have brought them back to life. So I'm really happy that I'm here. Not often that you get a second chance at life.
Well, Project Heart Start began in 2011 on a football field in Albuquerque when we trained 1,000 people.